Sterling praises Real Madrid, Juve plot audacious Pogba bid, a Europa League review, a transfer roundup, and today's Friday feels. All coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Frodek. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First up, and Raheem Sterling has admitted that Real Madrid is a fantastic club. This when talking about Manchester City's prospects when they come up against Galacticos next week in the Champions League. Now, obviously, he's just heaping some praise on the club and everything that it means to play for Real Madrid, but I think he's just doing it from a Manchester City point of view where he's respecting the club and the opposition in the coming weeks. Raheem Sterling then goes on to say that he is more than happy at Manchester City and he has a contract which he plans to stick by. This, though, I'm pretty sure may be a little subtle, just sort of feeling of what's out there, maybe getting Real Madrid's attention. Now, I'm by no means saying that Raheem Sterling is just going to pack his bags up and leave, but if Manchester City's Champions League ban does come to fruition, there's no better time for Sterling to move to Real Madrid. He's spoken in the past about how it'd be such a big move for him. And of all the players at Manchester City, and of all the English players I think that are going to move abroad, I can't think of a better fit than Raheem Sterling at Real Madrid. He's lightning quick, he's got brilliant skills, he scores and assists on a regular basis. I mean, he's everything that Real Madrid are crying out for that Eden Hazard and Gareth Bale just can't seem to provide. Imagine him with like lightning quick Vinicius Jr., Jesus Reina and Rodrigo as well. Be an unbelievable attack, and this is even without talking about Martin Odegaard, who's coming back at the end of the season as well. But if you don't think that the Sterling to Manchester City is going to happen, well, what about the chance of Paul Pogba moving to Juventus? Of course, there's so much talk about Paul Pogba. Him along with Neymar just annoy me. All these stupid rumours every single summer, but you can expect another summer full of rumours because it's Paul Pogba. He hasn't played for Manchester United pretty much the whole season. Only 2 appearances since September, but apparently Juve still see him as a good fit in their side. It would literally mean he's going Man U, Juventus, Man U, Juventus, but whatever. It's his career. What makes this such an audacious move is that they're offering 50 million plus Aaron Ramsey. How on earth is this appealing to Manchester United? Apparently in the last few weeks they have reduced Paul Pogba's transfer fee from around 150 to just over 100 million. That means if you take the 50 million off it, they're going to be valuing Aaron Ramsey at around 50 to 60 million. I don't think so somehow. The Welshman moved to Turin, has only started in 7 out of 24 Serie A games, is constantly injured and just isn't good enough for Juve. He's not good enough for Manchester United, and I dare say he wasn't even the best player in Arsenal's midfield. So why on earth Manchester United would consider this, I don't know, and I think it's absolute rubbish. If Paul Pogba is to leave, and there's a fair chance that he will, he'll definitely go for over 100 million on the dot. He'll go for some money and they won't be taking any B-side player in return. Moving on though, and to your roundup of last night's Europa League action, because there was so much and it was unbelievable. Diego Jota got a hat-trick for Wolves as they put Espanyol to bed and pretty much sealed the tie, even though only the first leg has been played. Bukayo Saka had an unbelievable game for Arsenal and provided the assist for Alexander Lacazette, which saw them win 1-0 against Olympiacos. He's now the first Englishman to have 5 assists in a single Europa League campaign. What a season for the youngster. Elsewhere in Steven Gerrard's Rangers put on a fantastic second half display to come from 2-0 down against Braga to win 3-2. This was also on the same night that Christian Eriksen bagged his first goal for Inter Milan, with Romelu Lukaku sealing the 2-0 win away at Ludogorets. And Getafe, unexpected Getafe, who are third in La Liga, shocked Ajax by winning 2-0, which now means that Ajax could be heading out of the Champions League and Europa League in the same season, just less than a year after making it to the semi-finals of the Champions League. So next up, a quick roundup of the rest of the day's transfer news. Real Madrid are interested in 17-year-old wonder kid Eduardo Camavinga. Arsenal have sent scouts to watch Roma's Brian Cristante. Apparently, if Real Madrid, Barcelona or Manchester United want to sign Milan Skriniar from Inter Milan, it's going to cost them around 90 million euros. And Southampton are hoping to bring back former club captain Adam Lallana in the summer after his contract expires at Liverpool. So lastly but not least, we come to today's Friday Feels. This is where you guys can make all of your predictions for the weekend's football in the comments section below, and we'll read out some of the correct ones on Monday. It can be about absolutely anything from the weekend's football. It doesn't just have to be my ones. So for the 3 games that I'm going to pick this weekend. First off, I think Leicester City are going to beat Manchester City 2-1 in the Saturday evening game in the Premier League. In Turkey, there's a massive derby between Fenerbahce and Galatasaray, which I think Galatasaray will win 2-0, and there will also be a red card in that game. And the battle of the top 2 in the Greek League sees PAOK host Olympiacos. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for PAOK, which will see them go 1 point clear at the top. So let me know your Friday feels in the comment section below and your thoughts on the rest of today's daily news. Whilst you're at it, you can smash the like button whilst you're down there and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, have a great weekend and I'll see you guys soon.